Chromebooks are the everything button, so you can find things instantly. Switch to Chromebook. This weekend.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, I don't know. I'm just I'm happy I'm not knocked out or anything. So I'll say I'll be better than the next one. It's my mentality, but my trainers and my sparring partners kicked my ass so bad, and I'll never call a fighter a bum again. I took my youth for granted, and then this actual event made me find out what I really was made out of, because they really beat me to death. I could have done everything better. Everything I was doing, I could have done it better. So, God willing, I'll be better than the next exhibition. Well, he was very smart and very difficult to hit him with a solid punch. And if I did catch him with a good punch, he played possum really well. He didn't let me know I hurt him or anything. I was just happy to be in there with him and just go to 8 rounds. That didn't mean nothing to me. The scorecards didn't mean nothing to me. The lack of fans didn't make anything of it. I was just happy to go to distance because I was used to doing it with the 3-minute round. So I said, why not just go to distance? Everybody know I can knock somebody out if I did. I think going to distance, that's real fighting, having the endurance and going the distance, because you're not going to knock everybody out. I've learned that in my early experience. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we do something in the south of France, Monaco and Saint-Tropez. We do something out there. One of the European fighters out there or something. Anything's possible. Sky's the limit. I believe we broke all the records on pay-per-view concerning boxing. We did a really kick butt on there. But I just want to continue to do this from a humanitarian perspective. Thank you so kindly. Well, I'll do it in the next one then. Absolutely. I wanted to go to distance. This is all about going to distance, and that's what I wanted to do. I'm really interested in it. I've been training for. As I got older, I'm training for duration now. Before I used to always be interested in the quick kill, and I really learned at 54. I really found out I didn't know nothing when I was champ. That was just youth. My body's still splendid. I want to beat it up some more. Excuse me? Because it feels great now. And that's different than getting beat up. I'm used to being beat up. I'm just used to that feeling. I'm capable of helping a lot of people less fortunate than myself. That's what I'm capable of doing all over the world. In a perfect world, I'm a missionary. In a perfect world. Well, what I'm doing in the ring, I realize is a gift not only for myself. Before it was all about me and the hot chick and the nice car and the planes and the boats, and it doesn't do it for me anymore. So I went another way. I help somebody else, I guess, right? Because I don't get into that no more. I like my pigeons and my fancy clothes. Other than that, I don't want anything out of life. I trip my pigeon and my clothes. And of course, my children and my wife is my pigeon and my clothes. My pigeon and my clothes.
Hey, 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 what's going on? To all my boxing familia, to all the boxing fans, to all my boxing subscribers, to all the viewers all over the world, salute to you. I hope everybody's doing well today. I hope everybody's feeling blessed on a Sunday, getting ready for a Monday. As you know, we're early hours in the morning, straight from London, grinding this boxing content. We can't stop. You know what I mean? Had a big nap, had a little nap, and get ready for some of this boxing talk. We had a great night. It was different. I gotta be honest with you. It was a historical night. It was a bit like a concert. I mean, the Mike Tyson. Hey, I'm gonna say it as it is, bro. I wasn't happy to see that fight. The fight happened. I'm so glad Mike Tyson did a lot for the charity. I heard the pay per view records are off the roof. I've heard that Mike Tyson has brought a lot of money from the pay per view with the Jake Paul, with that Jake Paul, who is a very big YouTube sensation. They have brought in a lot of pay per view records. Now, we don't know what the pay per view numbers are, but I think it has been a very successful night. Mike Tyson, salute to him for what he's doing for the charity, mate. Salute to him for trying to, change the whole negative into positive. Don't forget Mike Tyson. He wasn't doing so well a few years ago and had to see Mike Tyson come back from obesity, Mike Tyson abusing his body, and seeing Mike Tyson come back after all these years was different. It was fucking different. I mean, the timing was off, the legs were off, but Mike Tyson tried his best in that ring. Mike Tyson was an aggressor in that ring, and Mike Tyson gave us a little tiny, tiny, tiny glimpse when he tried to, in the first or second round, try to, go to the body and stuff. But, I got to be honest with you, man. The guy's timing was off. Roy Jones' timing was off. The guys, they gave us a great event. We can't take this event away from them. It was an historic event. It will go down in history. It's bringing a lot of people onto the boxing scene, the old generation. All the old generation came out. Everybody who wanted to, support Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, they came out last night, and I hope the event was very successful. In fact, I hope it's one of the biggest events and the most successful event this year, just because of what they're doing for charity. But as far as the event, I wasn't too impressed with the bout. Mike Tyson didn't look that great, you know what I mean, in that ring. Mike Tyson and Roy Jones didn't look that great. Roy Jones looked like he was in that ring to survive. Roy Jones did good to avoid all the punishment. Roy Jones did good enough to get away from it. And Roy Jones was, moving around, but it was a very, very sheer glimpse and a very tiny, tiny glimpse of who these guys were as legends in the sport of boxing. These guys were the boxers who made a way for all the boxers today. Roy Jones Jr., a total legend in his game, a pound for pound guy who was the man in his time. He didn't even look like a shell of himself. Roy Jones looked out of shape. He had a belly. He looked soft. But what do you expect for a 52-year-old man or 51-year-old man past his prime from a long time ago? Mike Tyson, on the other hand, people said he's abused his body for years. Will he be able to last 8 rounds? I was impressed to see Mike Tyson at least last those 8 rounds. You know, I and Mike Tyson, for him just to come in that ring was a huge thing last night. It was a big thing just to see Mike Tyson and Roy Jones make it in the ring. As far as the whole event, it was a good event. It was a fun event. It wasn't a hardcore boxing event, but it was a good event. At the end of the day, let's start on where I saw it from. So I got in late last night and I switched it on, and I was on the Jake Paul and Nate Robinson fight when we started. And I don't know much about Nate Robinson. I just know I did a bit of research on him. He's an NBA basketball player. I think he did some football, American football for a while. They said he was a great all round athlete. But at the end of the day, it goes to show you that even some celebrity or athletes in the basketball, or whether they're tennis players who are thinking of coming out to do some boxing, you don't belong in the ring. That's one thing that I think the celebrities got from the Nate Robinson fight, is that you don't belong in the ring. Even a YouTube fighter who's training on a consistent basis as a YouTube guy, he can have a lot more to offer than an athlete who's one of the best in their games. But when you try and cross over to boxing, it's not a game. Boxing is one of the hardest sports in the world. So that will go to show all these celebrities who are thinking of coming out to do boxing, don't take this as a game. Boxing is real. Boxing is something that you got to be dedicated about. And Nate Robinson looked like he was lost in that ring. The guy, Nate Robinson, who's an NBA guy from America, he just looked lost. He was running towards Jake Paul like they were playing, like knockdown ginger or had. When you're playing knockdown, you're running after someone and you're touching them. You know what I mean? It just looked like he just wanted to run so close to Jake Paul. He was consistently running towards him with no composure. The man, Nate Robinson, he needs to go back to basketball. I hope everything's all right with him. I hope he didn't get hurt. And I hope everybody went home safe. But boy, did Nate Robinson, did he get knocked the fuck out. You know what I mean? I've never seen Jake Paul as a YouTube guy. I know he's only had a couple of fights, but he's not a real boxer himself. So I hope all the celebrities coming forward now who want to do boxing, don't take this as a game. Make sure you've been training for over a year. Make sure you've been sparring. Make sure you've got all your fundamentals correct. And make sure you got the right trainer who's going to put you in the ring. But as far as that Nate Robinson guy, he was lost. He was so lost. Man, he didn't need... I don't know about you guys, but I hope all the NBA guys who watch that, I hope they don't come out to do any boxing. Especially when you are even boxing a guy who's not a professional boxer. Just a boxer on YouTube, it can tell you, because the guy's been so consistent, and Jake Paul has been in and out of the boxing circuit since him and his brothers been training. Jake Paul was training with Shannon Briggs when Logan Paul was going to fight KSI. Jake Paul also been training in and out of different fraternities. So it just goes to show you, man, you could be one of the best athletes in another sport, but boxing's a whole different game. You know what I mean? I've been having some technical issues, so I haven't been able to have any panels. I'm going to try and see if this works, but we've been having a lot of technical issues lately on coming online. And I don't know whether it's the device I'm using or whether it's the internet, but something's wrong with my stream sometimes. It seems to just I either have problems with the people who come on the panel, or I'm having problems with my mic situation when I'm trying to speak to people on that panel. But we'll work it out. I just wanted to come on today and let everybody know that we had a fun weekend over here in London, England. We had a great weekend of boxing, and Mike Tyson seems like he wants some more action. After yesterday's successful night, Mike Tyson has come out saying that he wants to carry on fighting. Mike Tyson seems like he's so motivated by this event that he wants to keep going. Now, in some respect, I'm really happy Mike Tyson is doing this for charity. Yes, I am. But in some respect, I'm not happy with Mike Tyson doing this, because it seems to me that this is not a sport for 50-plus-year-old men to go in, because you could actually get really badly hurt. Now, I know that the event was successful, but as far as boxing wise, the boxing was not that great. It seemed like it was a little bit way awful, as in like timing, footwork, how they were so off in, just being in that ring. They were not even a shell of themselves, bro. I remember Roy Jones Jr. as a fighter, which was one of the best who ever put on gloves. And that's how I like to remember Roy. And Mike Tyson, the most ferocious man in the game of boxing. That's how I like to remember Mike. Mike was a man who would knock a man out and he could use his head, bob and weave. He had great footwork. And, Mike Tyson was an amazing boxer in his time. And that wasn't even the 5 or 10% of the boxer of what they were. But, the event was successful. And I think that's why Mike Tyson wants to carry on fighting. But how do you guys feel about that? Who would you like to see Mike Tyson fight next? And do you want to see Mike Tyson fight next? Because Roy Jones Jr., after the fight, even in the fight, it didn't look like he wanted to be there. I could see that Mike wanted to be there. You could see Mike had the passion. Mike really wanted to do and make something out of this event. Whereas Roy Jones Jr. just felt like, and he said it himself. Roy Jones said it at a post fight. He said, look, I only did this for charity. I didn't really want to do this, but I did this because Mike called me out and I can't say no. So I think that's the end of Roy Jones when it comes to exhibitions, but definitely not the end for Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is looking to do many more events in the near future. And I just think we need to be very, very careful how you match up Mike Tyson. I don't want to see the old legend, Iron Mike Tyson, hurt in that ring. I don't want to see that. And I'm glad nobody got hurt. But, at the end of the day, going forward from here, how does Mike Tyson grow this, what he's doing? He's doing this new thing for charity where it's all about the all-stars coming out to box. I just think Mike Tyson needs to take it one step at a time. And I definitely don't want to see Mike Tyson in the exhibition with one of the younger guys. I want him to keep it with the same kind of age group of people. Maybe he can do something with Evander Holyfield. Maybe he can do something with, I've heard Antonio Tarver's training. Antonio Tarver wants to do this exhibition with Mike. I don't know whether that would be a good move for Mike Tyson. But as far as this charity event, I'm all for it. But I just don't want to see Iron Mike Tyson hurt or, be in a fight where everything is just so off and looking awful. Just let me know what you guys are thinking while I'm putting some other stuff together. Now, are you guys happy with Mike Tyson continuing this charity boxing events, these exhibition events? Because these exhibition events that Mike is doing, it doesn't have any head guards. It's got 12-ounce gloves, and you're literally going for each other and trying your best. I don't think Mike or Roy was holding back. Roy was just trying to do his best to survive to get away from the punishment. Mike Tyson looked like earlier on in the fight that he wanted to drop Roy. He looked like he was going for Roy. But then as time went on, Mike got tired and there was a bit of a hug fest. They were hugging it out, and Roy Jones was able to stay away from Mike Tyson's punishments. But for me, Mike Tyson won that fight. For me, Mike Tyson was the aggressor in the charity event, and I think Mike Tyson deserved to win. But giving it a draw is not bad for the exhibition. That's what they probably wanted to do. They want to grow this exhibition for others to come forward. So, of course, the event was successful in that aspect. But again, the event all round, I was glad Snoop Dogg came in. Snoop Dogg looked good. Like he was doing some of his. I know when I came on and I switched on the telly, I saw Snoop. It was nice to see Snoop with some of his old school tracks. But I don't think this is going to be an event coming forward where we're going to be looking forward to Mike Tyson continuously fighting. But if the events keep going on, you're going to have great other fights coming on. You'll have some YouTube fighters. They're growing the sport. You'll have other people coming on and fight. I think celebrities might think twice now. I think some of the basketball, football players in America, they might have to think twice coming into that ring. If you're training for 3, 4 months, as in circuit training and punching the bag, and you're not sparring and you don't have the right management or you don't have the right trainer, then I don't believe that the celebrities should continue with the Mike Tyson charity cards. I think they should give them to the boxers. Let boxers like Badu Jack, that was good. Let Badu Jack be in the event. Let some other boxers come on the event so we can grow these charity events. Maybe you could see Oscar De La Hoya coming out, Antonio Tarver, Evander Holyfield, maybe even, you could get some of the old school guys. I don't know, right now on top of my head, I don't think Lennox Lewis is going to want to do this, but it'll definitely be great for charity. This is not an event that I would like to tune into more than once every 6 months if they're going to do it. But if Mike Tyson is going to be consistent about doing this sooner, then I'd like Mike Tyson to be fighting or staying within his own age group and don't go and try and fight the younger guys. It wouldn't be good for Mike Tyson's health. It wouldn't be good for the younger guys to go in with Mike Tyson. That wouldn't be good for their credibility, because it would look really bad if Mike Tyson got hurt as a charity event. But, again, keep it within your own people, like an Evander, an Antonio Tarver, or maybe somebody around those age groups who are retired off the sport. But I got to tell you this, I was very impressed to see Mike Tyson even survive 8 rounds. I did not expect Mike to survive these 8 rounds in a charity match. Everybody has said that Mike Tyson been abusing his body with loads of drugs, alcohol, cocaine. Well, it seems to me that Mike Tyson was at least keeping himself good for the last year. It seems to me that people keep shitting on Mike Tyson, but he showed us he was just as fit, and if not more, than Roy Jones Jr. And we know Roy Jones Jr. has been training consistently. Roy Jones Jr. was just in the ring a couple of years ago with his last farewell fight. So just considering that, then Mike Tyson did well. Mike Tyson's feet were slow. Roy Jones was getting out of the way. The timing was awful. The legs were gone, but they had to try the best of what they did. And I think it's, inspired a lot of people sitting at home, maybe can come out, do some training, and do something for charity. But again, we got to be very careful how you guys are going to put celebrities in rings, in a ring with another celebrity or YouTube fighter. You don't want celebrities to be hurt like Nate Robinson. Again, Nate Robinson went to sleep. Nate Robinson was running towards Jake Paul on a consistent, like he didn't know what to do in that ring. It's like Nate Jones didn't even know how to compose it. Nate Robinson didn't know how to compose himself. Nate Robinson looked like he's never even sparred. Because if he had sparred, he would not be running after Jake Paul like he was running like it was basketball, bro. You know what I mean? He was trying to run towards Jake Paul like he was running in basketball, bro. This wasn't basketball. This was boxing. People need to recognize that boxing's no game. And when celebrities go in there, like look at Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, they were ex-boxers, but they still had an understanding about the game. And Nate Robinson looked lost. Nate Robinson looked like he didn't even have a sparring match before he went in that ring. And to me, you could be the most fittest athlete in the world. You could be running miles. You could think you're one of the fittest guys in your own sport. But when it comes to boxing, it's another ball game. Boxing is not to be played with. So I hope celebrities now can think about this situation before they want to be in the next Mike Tyson event for charity. And also, if they are going to do it, I believe they should put head guards on. Because even a YouTube boxer, he has more to offer than a celebrity athlete. And it seems to me that was not the right fight to put with Jake Paul, because Nate Robinson looked like he definitely didn't belong in that ring. But you heard Mike Tyson's post-fight. Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, they hugged it out at the end. Mike Tyson had a lot of respect for Roy. Roy Jones had a lot of respect for Mike. But again, in that fight, Mike Tyson, to me, edged it. Mike on that fight. And give me a second, guys. Let me just see who's here. Give me a second, guys. What's happening, bro?
How's it going, Rap Star?
I'm doing good, man. I gotta tell you, I've just been watching all the post fights because I fell asleep yesterday, and Mike
Okay.
Tyson wants to keep fighting. Mike Tyson is so inspired that he just wants to keep going, bro. How you feel about that?
Yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate the time. First of all, Rap Star. That's the question I had. How did you feel about Mike versus a top heavyweight? I personally don't care for Mike fighting a top heavyweight or even a middle heavyweight. I think he looked good though. He really did surprise me, man. I really was surprised in his performance. But I would like to see Mike, if anything, get some, like get some more sparring sessions in, maybe some true tune-ups. You know what I mean? See how he goes from there. But I'm not sure if I want to see him in there with some true threat just yet, though. You know what I mean? We all love Mike. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't want Mike to be in a fight with a younger guy. Mike Tyson, he's really got to his head that the event was very successful, and he said that we broke many records. Mike Tyson is very inspired about that event, but again, I don't want Mike Tyson to push himself where he gets hurt doing this for charity, and then that will be looking bad on the eyes of boxing. And he looks very hyped up right now. He's very happy, but we have to appreciate, man, that Mike Tyson went in with Roy Jones, and Roy Jones didn't even look like a shell of himself. I was
Right.
more impressed with Mike Tyson than I was with Roy. How do you feel about that?
Man, very good question, man. I was disappointed in Roy. Now, again, I understand they're older and all that, 50 plus, but I feel like Roy didn't even he was throwing some beautiful, nice like just quick little ones, quick little jab in there that with nice rhythm, but I felt like he wasn't winding up for no like not even a half wind up of a power punch. I felt like he was not taking no power punch. He wasn't throwing no power punches at all, man. So I don't understand. Maybe he didn't have the power due to age, or I don't know. I really don't know what you think about that one, man. To tell you the truth.
Yeah, Roy Jones looked like his timing was awful, bro. And so did Mike
Right.
Tyson. For me, Mike Tyson didn't look the greatest, but Mike Tyson, for me, why I'm impressed is I saw him go 8 rounds comfortably. And no matter
Yeah.
how much abuse Mike Tyson has been abusing himself, and you see how
Right.
much weed he smokes, you know how Mike Tyson rolls on his podcast. People been abusing him that, listen, man, this man used to take so much coke, so much drugs, so much alcohol. Is he going to be able to make 3-4 rounds, Rap Star? And it started getting me worried. I started to think, hey, man, I hope Mike Tyson don't look really bad. But
Yeah.
Mike actually made people proud that, look, he survived the 8 rounds, even though he wasn't looking the greatest, but he was the more aggressor in that fight. He was going towards Roy Jones on a consistent basis.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Hey, honestly, like I said, he surprised me, man. He truly did. I mean, I figured they're legends and stuff and all that. So I figured they're gonna look good. They're gonna be decent. But Mike, yeah, he had some nice a couple times I was like, oh shit, watch out, Roy. What I mean? Like I feel like he could have, like he was trying to knock his head off, man. So no, Mike looked good, man. Mike really looked good. I was surprised and I was glad. I was glad it was a good fight, man. It was a good turnout.
Give me 3 fighters that we want to see Mike do a charity maybe with next time. Who would you like to see Mike to do the next charity? Because Mike Tyson said this is the beginning. This is the beginning for me. So we can't stop Mike Tyson because you know what he's like. He's gonna keep going.
Right, most definitely. That's a very good question, man. I think like you said earlier, I think Holyfield would be the next move for sure. You know what I mean? I think Holyfield's definitely one. Two, I can't really think of too many retired boxers that really wanna wasn't who was talking about fighting. I think Kenny Porter, Sean Porter's dad. I think he was talking about fighting. I'm not sure, what the weight would be like and all, but he seemed truly interested in it. But I'm not sure how many other guys really want to get in there with Mike, man. You know what I mean? Roy kind of himself. He was kind of forced. You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
what about Antonio Tarver?
Oh, there
Antonio
you go. That's
Tarver
a good
is
one, man.
training for the training for it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely, man. 100%. That's a good one. He's training for it too. I'd like to see that. I'd keep it out. Definitely. I'd pay
I
the
mean, you
50.
got
Man.
Antonio Tarver, you got Evander Holyfield. Riddick
Yeah,
Bowe looks
Holyfield.
really bad. Riddick Bowe looks like he can't come back.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, as far as looking for a competitive fight, I was expecting a nice competitive fight, but I wasn't expecting anything on the lines of what like like a true WBO, like a true pro, because they're kind of in their 50s and all. But so I think that the next fight, I'd probably expect the same, man, but I wasn't really going there expecting like to see anything like a slug fest or anything where I could see Mike Tyson versus an Anthony. Somebody was talking about Tyson versus Joshua, man. Anthony Joshua. I'm not sure if they were serious. You know what I mean?
No, no, I don't want to see none of those events.
Right,
I don't
right,
want to see.
right,
Mike Tyson called out Deontay Wilder. Mike Tyson
right.
said he'll fight against Joshua and he'll fight against Tyson Fury. And I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I love Mike Tyson as a fighter. And, he's been through some really bad times in his life. And I know he's motivated. And I know
Right.
Mike Tyson's in a good place now. But again,
Definitely.
this is no
Yeah.
way for a man like Mike to be in with one of those guys, even for charity, because
No.
I don't want those jabs and those right hooks connecting to Mike. Just imagine if Mike Tyson end up in a very bad way if he went in for a charity bout like that, because those young guys, they might think they're holding back, but they got too much to offer. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh, definitely, man. Definitely. Yeah, I
Can you
definitely
share
want.
with everybody, because we don't know who Nate Robinson is, but that
Right.
fight looked really bad, man.
Oh
That
man.
Nate
Yeah. Definitely.
Robinson looked really bad in that ring. Share
Yeah.
share your thoughts with us on that.
Yeah, Nate Robinson. I'm very familiar with Nate Robinson. I think I watched him play. He bounced around from a couple of teams in the NBA. I think the Knicks were one. I'm not sure, man, but he won a couple. I think like maybe three slam dunk contests and everything. He was skilled. Nate Robinson was. I consider him to be very skilled, man. He was above average to say the least. So yeah, as far as that fight goes, that after that second knockdown, I kind of wanted to see Nate to say, you know what, all right, I'm all right, man. I didn't want him to get up. I was like, 'cause I kind of felt like Jake Paul was already he was locked and loaded. He knew what Nate Robinson was, I think, already too, like just knocked out of his right state of mind. Basically, he wasn't focused because he already got sent to the canvas once, man. So yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't really
he
put that
was
knockout.
running. Yeah, sorry, he was running
No, you're
towards
right,
Jake Paul, and he was running in a way without any defense. Like he
right,
had no
right,
respect for Jake Paul, and this is this is where I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I don't want to sound bad, but when you gotta stick
right.
with basketball, then you stick with basketball. You don't belong in that ring.
Most definitely. Oh yeah, for sure. No, I agree 100%. I used to hear like a lot of old school, like Charles Barkley. A lot of people, a lot of old NBA players would say the same thing, man. Like, hey, we're not boxers, man. It's a whole different sport. It really is. It's a whole different art, a whole different technique. So yeah, definitely. Like, I'm not sure. Honestly, I thought because he was that he had 3 slam dunk contests in the NBA, great stamina. It takes a lot of stamina to play in the NBA. I think highly gifted, athletically. I thought he was gonna put up a good little fight. Jake Paul, it was his second fight, right? But yeah, I mean, that was it caught him once, and it was like pretty much changed the whole show. You know, and
Yeah, that really looked bad. It just showed us that celebrities really need to take this sport seriously.
yeah,
You
you're right,
can't
definitely.
you can't take this sport as a game. This is not
Yeah,
a game. Boxing is not a game. Even in a warm up, even in sparring, even for a charity match, it's not a game, bro. It's just not
no,
a game. You got to be focused at all times in that ring. Like Mayweather says, protect yourself at all times.
yeah,
And
definitely.
Nate Robinson doesn't understand the fundamentals or the foundation or the focus of what it takes to be a fighter, to be in that ring, to respect your opponent.
Yeah.
And having no respect for that Jake Paul really put him to sleep. But I think overall, did you enjoy the event overall?
I enjoyed the event overall, definitely. Like honestly, seeing the 49.99 on the price tag, kind of and knowing how the fight was going to go, two old vets, two old legends. My mind state was it came at it from that perspective. Like it's just going to be an event, so I already knew what to expect, so I wasn't let down at all. I wasn't let down at all, man. If anything, I was brought up. It was funny hearing Snoop Dogg, like sit there and commentate and all that. I mean, one thing I'm not gonna lie, I didn't care for the music too much. I feel like they could have did way better. I was like, man, I'd rather hear they could have came out with all kinds of different music, to really like got the event going. But I mean, for overall, I think it was definitely a success. You know what I mean? It was cool, man. It definitely left me with a good feeling, to say the least.
Yeah, all right. Just stay with me for a sec, man. I want your opinion on the British fight, which happened earlier on in the day. So before I get to your opinion on the Daniel Dubois and Joe Joyce fight, did you watch it?
You see, I was just gonna say that, man. I did not even see the fight, so I might not have an intelligent answer
Oh,
there
you
for
didn't
you.
see the highlights or nothing?
None of it, man. No, I didn't see none of it. I was kind of locked away for the last couple of days. Well, not in jail or anything like that, but I was away from the
Oh,
world.
okay. Well, at least you wasn't in prison, man. That's a
No,
good thing,
no, no,
bro.
not that locked away. You know.
No,
Yo,
definitely. Let me just stay with me though, because I just want to get your opinion on something else. I've got Miguel
no, cool.
Robles. I just want to get through the messages. There's a lot of
Oh
messages
yeah,
coming
most
in,
definitely, man, most
and
definitely. Yes,
tell me
sir.
you can
No
hear
worries.
me correctly, because I've had a lot of technical issues lately.
No, I can hear you perfectly. I was hoping you could hear me good, man, because
Yeah, yeah,
my
I can hear you good, bro, and I really
perfect.
appreciate you sharing your opinion.
Oh yeah, no worries.
This boxing channel's for all my fans. I
Right,
don't just have this channel for just the friends that I know.
right,
I like to get everybody's opinion. This is everybody's channel. You know what I mean? So
right.
just
I
give me a sec. I want to
appreciate
get through the messages and I'll get back cooking. So Miguel Robles, Miguel, what up, Miguel? Salute to Rap Star Miguel in the house. Hey, what up, man? And Love and Hate, that's you, bro. You sent me some great messages. Is that you, Love and
Yeah,
Hate?
that was all. Hey, I think that's the same one. That's all me. Love, they hate, baby. Yeah,
Love and Hate, man. Love and Hate from America, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it's actually love eight that because I put love eight hate like we eat the hate. You know what I mean? Love eight hate.
Yeah, and Keen Mitch is in the house. Keen Mitch, he says, what the fuck was happening with Nate Robinson last night? Laughing out loud. Listen, I still got to respect that
Yeah.
this Nate Robinson guy went into the ring,
Oh,
right?
100%.
And I respect that Nate Robinson was at least confident enough to try and make an effort, okay?
Oh
But
yeah.
I think at the same time, it was very bad for him. At the same time, it might be good for other celebrities. They might not want to do this anymore. They might look at that and say, this ain't for us. Fuck this. You know what I mean?
That was a
So,
good knockout, man.
yeah, so it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
Boxing ain't for everyone, bro. It's just not. And you know how many great athletes have you got in the world, which are amazing athletes, but they can't box? They won't be able to stay in a boxing ring because that determination and focus and ability and understanding the ring and how to use it to your
Oh yeah.
advantage is a whole different skill, bro. Loving it.
Definitely.
You gotta have that.
Definitely.
You gotta either have that or you don't, and you gotta understand that game and respect your opponent before you go in there. And
Yeah, I
Nate
can tell you
Robinson
like
definitely didn't respect the opponent.
yeah, I can tell you like boxing, man. That's the shit, man. For sure. I agree 100%. Most definitely. You
Yeah,
gotta be
Miguel,
dedicated. You gotta be focused on that.
for sure. Miguel Robles says Snoop said Nate had on basketball shoes. Hey, Miguel, that's funny, bro.
Yeah, Snoop was crazy, man. Snoop's funny. Snoop's funny.
Hey, man, he said that Snoop said that Nate Robinson had basketball shoes on. That's funny, bro.
That's funny, man. Oh, your audio's a little.
Yeah, yeah, you need to keep
Oh,
your phone wherever it's at, bro. All right, Mr. Popo says, salute to Rapstar and the chat. Hey, Mr. Popo, salute
salute,
to
Mr.
you, my brother.
Popo.
Salute to you. Yeah, let me get to the messages, bro.
Oh yeah, of
Mr.
course,
Popo
man.
says, hey, love it. Just put yourself on mute for a minute. Just put
Yeah,
yourself on mute. What's
got
that?
you.
That's better. Mr. Popo says, Iron Mike Tyson versus Shannon Briggs. Hey, man, I don't even know, Popo, if I was the Iron Mike Tyson against Shannon Briggs, bro. I mean, hey, that's not a bad fight, but I think Shannon Briggs has been way more active, and Shannon Briggs has been in and out of that ring a lot more than Mike Tyson, bro. I think Shannon Briggs is much younger than Mike Tyson as well. Or I don't even know. I think he's only a few years younger, but I think Shannon Briggs is more, more active in the game. Mike Tyson against David Tua. Hey, I like that one. Hey, that's not a bad one, Popo. Hey, that's not a bad one, Popo. I don't mind that one, you know. Mike Tyson against David Tua. That's not a bad matchup actually for a charity event. That'd be a good event. I think I'd watch that for sure. Let me get to the next one. Fullback.
I think Roy didn't want to be. Okay, let's see what's he. Let me get to this message, bro. Give me a sec, man. Everybody keeps sending message, and I'm gonna read it at some point, right? Just give me a sec. I'm just about 3 seconds delayed to 5 seconds delayed per message over here right now. I got technical issues, but I'm getting to messages. Give me a sec, bro. Give me a sec. Private chat. Yeah, Shannon Briggs might get mad. Hey, Love, you can come on now, Love. Are you there? Take your mute off, bro.
Yeah, yeah. I'm here, man. Yeah. Hey, no worries,
Hey,
man. You can take your time. I'm
you do
gonna
me a
leave it.
favor. Your mic is real bad, bro.
Yeah.
Can you
I
put
can
your phone
hear
in
you.
one place? Are you there now? Hey, can you hear me, bro? But what you can do is come out and come back in. See if you can come out and come back in. All right? And that's where your mic went off. Because right now, I can't hear you, bro. But let me go back to the messages. I think Roy didn't want to overcommit. He was worried about getting nailed by that left hand. Hey, listen, I think Roy Jones Jr., after a couple rounds, I don't think he wanted to commit at all. I don't think he wanted to piss Tyson off. I think he was in there surviving. And I think he did well the way he survived because he never really got hurt. Roy Jones Jr. never really got hurt in that fight. But, Roy Jones Jr., he was able to survive. He was able to do enough to survive in that fight. But Mike Tyson was way more aggressive. Mike Tyson was coming in that fight in the beginning with a lot more aggression. And, he was showing you that Mike Tyson was coming to the body. He was aggressive. He was the one coming forward. So to me, Mike Tyson won that fight, bro. And Loving 8, I know you're in the back, but you need to come out and come back in because your mic's not working correct. But once you come back in, we'll probably be able to hear you, bro. Yeah, yes. Come back in and let's try one more time. Let's get to the messages, bro. Bruno, Ramen, and Tua. Yeah, hey, Hakeem Rackman, Frank Bruno, David Tua, charity matches against Mike Tyson. Those are good fights. Those could be good events. They could build that up and, build some money for the charity. But, Mike Tyson got those kind of fighters. He's got to stick with the fighters that are retired, who've been out the game for a while, so he don't get hurt, bro. That's all I'm saying. Mike Tyson just can't be fighting those young guys. So when Tyson is calling out those young guys, then it's not good, man. You know what I mean? But everybody on the chat, I've been having technical problems. That's why I haven't come on that much. Can you guys hear me correctly? Let me know if you can hear me correctly. And Loving 8, come in one more time so we can see if this thing works. Let me see. Let me send you. Give me a sec, guys. Let me send a link out there. I just want to know. I'm having some technical issues right here, and shit's not working correct. But hopefully, we'll get to the show. You know what I mean? And you guys can hear me. That's the main thing. As long as you can hear me, we can keep cooking. But yeah, I think Bruno, Hakeem Rackman, David Tua, those are good fights for Mike Tyson in a charity bout. Those will be good. Even Antonio Tarver, he's been training. He looks like he wants to come into a charity fight. Maybe Antonio Tarver versus Mike Tyson. How do you guys feel about that? Fall back in the house. What up, fall back? Yeah, man. Fall back's in the house, bro. Let's see who else is there. Give me a sec, guys. Yo, T-Tone Tolodo, 1965. What up, T-Tone? You doing good, bro? You know what I mean? T-Tone's in the house. Give me a sec, bro. Papa Kaplan in the house. I'm going to get your message as well. I'm just trying to fix something on the internet. Fix something on the line, some technical issues. Give me a sec, bro. Let me see if I can get this shit to work. Good, bro. You know what I mean? Give me a sec, bro. Hey, can you hear me when I'm talking to the people? Hey, I can't hear you, bro. Shit's bad. Shit's bad. It's not. It's like I can't hear nothing you say. Put your phone in one place. Are you there?
Hey, I'm still having some technical issues, bro. I can't get the panel to speak.
I'm here. I'm in the back.
Hey, I can hear you, but you need to come out and come back in. It's like it's so static.
It's just really bad. I can't hear you.
It sounds good now. It sounds really good now. Then it goes back out.
Wait a minute, video for you. Let me see if I can do something. All right, I'll come back in, bro. That's the only thing I had to do. Like, I couldn't even keep it now. All right, maybe wait. Okay, right. As long as you guys can hear me. Okay, so you can't hear me, right? Right.
It sounds good now.
No, they can't hear us, man. I'm telling you, something's not good. Wait. Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm muting it because I feel like it's
Hey, I'm
messing
having
up.
some. Yeah, I'm having some
Technical issues, bro.
What is now, mate? Let me see if I can fix this shit. Let me see if I can fix this shit. Give me a second, guys. Because if this don't work, give me a second, guys. I got some real bad technical problems out here.
Let's see if we can make this work. Hey, this shit's really bad. Hey, I'm sorry about this, guys. I'm trying to get this to work. Stay with me. Let me see if I can fix it.
Really bad.
Okay, is it better now?
Hey, I'm sorry about this, guys. I'm trying to get.
Tell me if it's better.
Let me see if I can fix it. Really bad.
Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. It's better. It's better. But look, man, Mike Tyson, who should we see him fight next? I want 4 opponents for Mike Tyson. Give me a few opponents for his next charity match. For Mike Tyson's not giving up. Mike Tyson's going to make up. He already said it. He said, nobody can stop me. I'm going to keep fighting. So who should we match Mike Tyson up with? Will you guys keep supporting Mike Tyson? Will you keep supporting his events? That's the main thing. And you keep getting to these messages and tell me if you can hear me. Okay, so I sound much better by myself. Let's carry on with the show. I don't need to end the show. Let's keep cooking. It just seems like there's a problem with the technical issues on the panel. I'm sorry about that. There's not much I can do, but we can keep trying. You know what I mean? The main thing is we never give up. We try it. And if we can't do it no more, then at least we tried. Right? That's the main thing. But look, who do we want to see Mike Tyson fight next? I need some opponents for Mike Tyson. Give me 4 good opponents. And then I'm going to get to the next subject. I want to finish with Mike. Iron Mike Tyson's coming back again. He want to fight again. He ain't playing, man. He just wants to keep fighting. Miguel Robles says that they should never ever had let Nate Robinson come into the boxing ring. That's the same thing I said from when I looked at it from England. Nate Robinson looked like not even like he just looked like he don't even belong in the ring. He didn't even do any sparring. It looked like he don't know nothing about boxing, bro. It don't look like he knows anything about boxing, Miguel. And let me see, Papa Kaplan. What up, Papa? Let me see what Papa Kaplan got to say. Give me a second, because I'm like 5-10 seconds away from getting the messages. I got some technical issues, but you guys keep sending it because they're coming in, but they're not coming in time. But I'm still here. Give me a sec, bro. Let me get to these messages. Hey, Papa Kaplan says I sound like a demon earlier. I sound like a demon, bro. I sound like the Nightmare of Elm Street dude. Remember that dude? The man. I sound like staticky, right? Sound like shit. But I sound better now. I hope I sound way better now. Hey, let me see what else is going on. Hey, T-Tone says, what up? What up, T-Tone? I hope everything good with you, bro. You enjoyed the boxing last night, bruv? Yeah, mate. There it is. It's better now, right? You got, okay, it's getting better now. So as long as you guys can hear me, then we're getting somewhere. Okay, I sound good now. Okay, let's get to the show now, man. All right. All right, let me get this show going now. So we go see Holyfield. Is that yours, Miguel? So Miguel says Holyfield. Yeah. All right, Miguel says Holyfield. Hey, I think Holyfield will be a good deal. Holyfield and Mike Tyson come back for charity. Yeah, that would be a good fight. I think Mike Tyson and who's that? David Tua. Been, they never fought. That would be a good event for charity. Who else could we put Mike in there with charity? Hasim Rahman. You see Hasim Rahman? Oliver McCall. Remember Oliver McCall? Remember that dude? You got Oliver McCall. I don't know many other old time guys that who could go back in a charity bout. What about that guy? What was his name? Something Tubbs. Who remembers Tubbs? I forgot his name, man. Man, I know his surname was Tubbs or something, bro. You know what I mean? Okay. So Loving 8 says that my mic is still showing. But let's get to the fight in England now. I want you guys to talk to me about the fight, which was before the Mike Tyson fight with Daniel Dubois and Joe Drist. Daniel Dubois been getting a lot of shit today morning. Daniel Dubois getting a lot of negative press. Daniel Dubois is being told that he's been ducking. No, sorry, Daniel Dubois is being told that he quit. And now nobody's going to duck him. Because Daniel Dubois, they built Daniel Dubois like he was the best thing coming out from England, like he was going to be the next Anthony Joshua. A lot of people thought Daniel Dubois would be better than Anthony Joshua. But now, Daniel Dubois is in a bad place. Because I know he's young, so I don't feel that bad for him at all. But just by him quitting, a lot of people have been giving a lot of bad fucking negative feedback on Daniel Dubois. In all the newspapers and everywhere around England, there's a lot of negative shit going on with Daniel Dubois. They said the man quit. The man quit inside the ring. So how do you guys feel about Daniel Dubois taking a knee and didn't get up for the 10 count? Because we already know that I already expressed to everybody after the 6th round, 7th round that his eye was closing up. But do you think Daniel Dubois quit? Or you think he should have stopped? Or his corner would have stopped it because his one eye was closed up? You guys think Daniel Dubois looks bad now in the boxing game? You think fighters are always told that against him? They're always going to say that Daniel Dubois quit. You know what I mean? And Daniel Dubois was actually doing good in the fight, early on in the fight. Daniel Dubois showed people that he had some power in this fight. And we know he stepped up. We know this was Daniel Dubois' step up. You know what I mean? But Daniel Dubois looked like, man, after when he quit, it's like he didn't want no more part. And Daniel Dubois was in that fight. Daniel Dubois wasn't losing that fight in my eyes. Daniel Dubois was ahead in the fight when he quit. So how do you guys feel about that? That a man quit in the ring. You know what I mean? Because his eye was shut. Okay.
So my mic ain't doing good again. Give me a sec, man. Let me see what's going on with my mic.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
I'm sorry, man. I've got technical issues going on over here. It doesn't look like it's working. It looks like it keeps coming and going. And I'm trying to get this show going. I've got in the panel. I've got people in the backstage here. I've sent the link to a couple of friends, but it doesn't seem like it's working, bro.
Yeah.
It's going back and forth, man. It looks like a bad stream for me, man. I'm sorry that the stream ain't working, guys. It looks like the stream's just shit. I mean, I'm not getting a good stream out of this, man. So I'm sorry that it ain't looking good out here on my stream right now. But I'm gonna try and fix the stream. I'm gonna try and fix the technical problems that I've got and see if I can come back. If not, I'll come back in another show. But it just seems to me that you guys can't hear me. I'm not getting much feedback, and it seems like I sound like a fucking alien right now.
Yeah, man.
Let me just see something.
Hey, I really appreciate you guys coming out to Rap Star Boxing.
Knowledge. I will definitely make it up to you guys. I don't know what's going on with my stream. I'm having lots of problems, loads of issues, loads of technical issues. I'm gonna try one more time and let's see if I can fix it.
Hey, I sound like a fucking alien, bro.
I've already gone and checked on my other TV. I sound like a fucking alien, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and come back in. Let's see if that works, all right? I'm gonna try this right now. Just bear with me, my boxing fans, my hardcore boxing guys. I'm sorry that we couldn't get this okay. I'm sorry we couldn't get it rolling. But I'm gonna try one more time. Yeah, Rapstar gonna try one more time, bro.
Now, tell me if it's a bit better now. I don't know if it's any better. I've tried to come back out of the stream and then come back into the stream. Let's have a look if this works. Did that work? Let me know if that worked. Now, tell me if it's a bit. Okay then. Well, let's get to it. If it's a bit better, I just want to know one more thing. Is Daniel Dubois is getting
A lot of bad press over here today in England, and he's in the newspapers. A lot of boxers are saying that
that was they're actually gunning him down.
a lot of the boxing community is hating on Daniel Dubois. They said he was going to be better than Anthony Joshua. Frank Warren said that this was the best heavyweight after Tyson Fury. Now, do you think they gave him too much? You think they actually hyped up Daniel Dubois so much that now there's people shitting on Daniel Dubois? People said that he's a quitter, that he ain't even going to be somebody like Derek Chisora. Daniel Dubois is getting a lot of bad press because of that knee that he took and he wouldn't get up after 10 seconds. You think that was something because he's young? He still can come back. He's only 23 years old. He definitely can rebuild. And you know how the boxing fans are. Boxing fans are toxic when it comes to fighters which are built up so highly and they don't perform. And then they take a knee and it looks like they're going to quit. So is that something that you guys in America, how do you guys see that? Because in England, he's getting no love for this. A lot of people are upset with Daniel Dubois because he was winning in the fight. He wasn't exactly losing. He was winning some of those rounds.
Oh, it's shaky
And bro, I'm sorry about this, man. This is fucked up. This shit is fucked up today, guys. Hey, we've tried to make this work. It's not working. We've tried to get this show going. There's technical issues are going on here, all the way from London, England. It seems like we've got problems over here. But, Rapstar's still trying his best, trying to share the content, trying to get people to, to talk about this boxing. We're having a lot of issues today about it. And I'm just going to say, maybe, we've got a new channel coming up called Alien Boxing. This is a new channel coming up called Alien Boxing that everybody sounds like a fucking alien. And it sounds so staticky. It's a new channel called Alien Boxing, bro. You know what I mean? Hey, welcome to Alien Boxing, where everything sounds a little bit staticky. Let me check some of these mic issues.
Hey, is it still
Alien Boxing. If it's still Alien Boxing, I'm going to love you, aliens. I'm going to go into my UFO now and run away in my UFO. It seems like Alien Boxing is only going to be under understood by aliens, and you need to be in space if you're going to listen to me right now, because alien boxing is taking over the game. Alien boxing comes from StreamYard, from space. You know what I mean? So if shit's not working correct, you got to forgive me. It is what it is. We tried to come in and out of the game 3 times. I've tried to fix the mic, tried to fix the audio, and the shit still sounds like fucking aliens. We're going to have to try and fix this and come back another time, and hopefully we'll get it going again. But if it's still alien boxing, just give me a thumbs up if it's still alien boxing, bro.